Okay, hello, and today I'm going to be talking about the different classes and subclasses and what you should be getting for them. First, I'm going to start with Titans. For strikers, they are actually fairly decent. They have great grenades, which I love about them, and they have a fairly good super that it's strong at countering other supers. But their melee range, their melee specifically for strikers is lackluster. The best you can get is just more super energy from getting a kill with a melee, which I guess is okay, as it'll get you your super faster, but the amount of times you'll kill with the melee that has this specific ability on is not good. It's generally just not good to have strength on a Titan. It feels like a waste of stat. And shoulder charge is an insta kill and doesn't even use it, which is one of the best things about a Titan, the shoulder charge. As for the exotics, you probably want Armantium, and the two stats you want on a striker Titan are intellect and discipline. Now onto the defender Titan. Okay, the defender Titan, I guess, has a decent super. But the thing is, I personally dislike Defender Titan. And you may ask, oh, why? Why do you dislike it? Seems like a very good class, kind of. Because it relies on other people making dumb and stupid mistakes. First off, its melee requires someone to die by being meleeed, which means someone would have to make the mistake of dying. That's one of the mistakes. And its super requires someone else to be stupid enough to walk in there and try to kill them, which is really stupid. Like, amazingly stupid. Like, at the beginning, at launch, as soon as I hit 15, become a Titan, Defender Titan. I'd used the super. I'd gotten quadra-kills, pentakills, hexakills. No hexakills. I think the most I got was 5. Because they were stupid enough to go one by one into it, which is amazingly stupid. To say the least. It's amazingly stupid. But now people are smarter and they don't do that, which is the reason defenders have gotten worse, since people are making less mistakes as the general community gets smarter. And that's why I dislike Defender Titans. It relies on other people's stupidity and mistakes, which is not something you want. But that's the exact reason why it's so good in PvE, since the bots make so many mistakes, almost all of them are abusable. Like, they'll just walk in and you can have the blindness. And everything about it makes it really good in PvE. Mind you, PvP it's lackluster. And for Defender Titan, you can pretty much get whatever stats you want. Its grenades are good. The melee is pretty decent in PvE. For PvP, you might not want it. You might want it. For Defender, you can get whatever you want. And the exotic you want is either Armantium or the Helm. You might want to level up the Helm just so you can hit level 30 and then do the hard mode and get the helmet. But generally, it's what you want. So, now to move on to Hunters. And I'm going to start with Golden Gun guy, or whatever he's called. Generally, this is, I believe, my favorite, well, my personal opinion, but I think it's the best class in the game. In PvP anyways. PvE it's lackluster. But generally, you may ask, oh, why do you think it? Oh, why do you think that? Or you're completely stupid. Why would you think that? Because its super can get you 3 to 4 kills and is generally very decent and counters Arc Blade fairly well, and a bunch of other things. The super is only limited to how skilled you are. I feel that's how it is. And the other things Generally, it's just really well. Far-ranged melee does a lot of damage. Well, a fairly decent amount of damage. And everything just comes together. The grenade isn't absolutely awful. It's just not great, as it's been shot in mid-air for me, which is not a good sign. And I've died because of that. But anyway, on to Arcblade. And for hunters in general, what you'll want to equip is... okay, for hunters in general, you want to equip things with intellect and strength. Generally because those are its two strong suits. Anyway, onto Arcblade. It has a strong super. Melee is decent. Grenades are not great, as I believe almost all hunter grenades cannot kill you. I believe, anyways. And trip mine grenade is so easy to outplay. If you just slide past it, by the time it explodes, you'll be already past, take no damage. And you can even shoot it to activate it in midair and killing the thrower. It's just not a good grenade. That was a really bad throw of the grenade. But Arcblade generally has lousy grenades. Generally what you would come to expect of a lot of a hunter in general. Strong melee, strong super, bad grenades. So you would want intellect and strength. And the thing is, I believe you would want the symbiote or whatever it is for... I don't know what it's called. The one that gives you four shots for your super for golden guns, and you would want the Arcblade, the one that decreases the amount of energy it requires to use Arcblade or whatever. Okay, well, now on to Warlocks. This is where I do not know much. I've not made a Warlock yet. I'm sure I will, because I have a bunch of legendaries for it. And I will, and of course, I will probably enjoy it, since it has... The melee range is amazing. I'm not gonna lie. It's amazing. Its melees are great, its grenades are great, and its super is actually kind of meh. As the Sunsinger Revive is more of something you just happen to have and save. Keep it with you until you need it. Yeah, I think until you need it. That was the few times I've gone on a kill with the trip mine grenade. But the Sunsinger one you save until you need it, and the Voidwalker one is kind of timed, I believe. It has its limited uses PvP. PvE, it's pretty decent. Mind you, so you might want intellect, you might not. It's kind of like the defender. You can do whatever you want, and that shotgun that I got hit with was crazy. Like, that the range was so huge, and yet he still killed me with it.
Heavy ammo on the way.
What was I talking about? Okay, yeah. You generally want strength and discipline. They're probably the best stats to have on a Warlock. As for exotics, I do not know, as I do not have a Warlock yet. And the only exotics I have, I'm guessing, aren't the best, as I have Sunsingers and the helm that is the same thing as Crest of Alpha Lupi, I believe. And I have that pretty much means I have all three equivalents of Crest of Alpha Lupi. And it's actually fairly decent, since when you're leveling up, you'll probably end up doing quite a few strikes, and it's very good for strikes. But in late game, I think Sunsinger is decent, but well, I obviously don't know much about Warlocks, so if you happen to know what is the best exotics, or what you think are the best exotics for warlocks, post them in the comments. And this has been it with Stacked Hero. Subscribe for more weekly content.
Must avenge this defeat, Guardians.